Joining us now to discuss is former President Trump's Domestic Policy Council Director, Brooke Rollins. Brooke, thank you very much for joining us. First of all, just your response to those numbers, because they're really terrifying if you're living in some of those cities, specifically Portland. That's unreal.
Yeah, 533% increase in Portland is astounding. But I tell you what, you look at the numbers, you think about those numbers. Is anyone really that surprised? If your policies from the left are defund the police, make sure the police aren't there. In San Francisco, I think they've stopped prosecuting certain crimes. I mean, law and order and safety was a hallmark of our last 4 years in the White House. It continues to be a hallmark of the conservative movement. It continues to be the foundation of what made this country great. And I think it's time, and hopefully it is happening, that all Americans wake up to exactly what happens when you roll back and you deconstruct the foundational security and safety of what made this country great.
Okay, let's take the argument that the president is making. There are too many guns. And let's say that's not the reason. What is the reason, Brooke?
Well, first of all, what an unbelievable deflection of the failed policies of the Democrats and the left, right? I mean, so all of a sudden crime is surging, murders are up all over the country, shootings are way up, and the problem is not that we're defunding the police or that we're deconstructing an economy or that we're incentivizing people to stay home or that we are relying on an agenda that basically takes away all dignity from men and women across this country. But, oh, my goodness, we're so surprised. It must be the guns. That's absolutely insane. That makes 100% zero sense at all. Yeah, so when we look at the problem, we know it's really the failed policies of the left.
This is really interesting, and it speaks to what you were just commenting on. If we can skip ahead to this graphic that we put together, look at the murder weapon of choice from some FBI reports back in 2019. There are a total of 14,000 gun-related murders. Now, this is from the FBI. Rifles were used in just 364 of them, but you can then compare to other objects used to kill people. 1,476 people killed by a knife, 397 murders using blunt force objects like a hammer. 600 killers used their hands and feet as their weapon of choice. So that compares, and it goes to what you were just talking about, Brooke.
Well, that's right. I mean, when the solution from the other side becomes attacking the basic liberties under the Second Amendment of the United States Constitution, you know you're in trouble. And it's really never been a problem of Americans owning too many guns. The problem is the American elites who believe that they know better than we do, and they believe that they have all the right answers. And I guess that's what we'll hear from the president, Joe Biden, in just a few minutes.
Yeah, we are waiting then, 3:30? I think they're talking, and we plan on dipping into that, see what the president has to say. And we know, as you say, Brooke, that he's going to blame guns and not what a lot of people feel is it's defunding police, it's the policies that just aren't working, it's the bailless release that some of these criminals get when they're taken in. So, Brooke, thank you for talking with us.
Thank you so much for having me. I'd love to come back anytime. Have a great day.
Thank you so much.